know if like I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
How are you? Good morning.
What are you most excited about starting the season?
Really just everything. First game, first time putting on pads, first practice of the week for game. At this point in my life, man, I'm just starting to enjoy the little things about being in the NFL and just practice.
Kamar, you were named captain for the first time here. What did that mean to you to be voted by your teammates?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just getting that worship from my guys and letting those guys know that they look up to me and believe in me and what I say. So they hold me to a high standard, and I gotta hold myself to one.
You captain at LSU?
No. Well, my last year, yes, but no.
Is that honor? Does that change the way you walk and talk around the facility at all?
No, but a lot of players mess with me now since I'm captain because they know I play around a little bit. So that's about it.
Jamar, now that you guys are into week one, when you look back at the changes you guys made to training camp, do you think it's paid off? Do you feel like do you think it's paid off?
It's hard to say. I mean, I can't really give you an answer. I don't know nothing to the future. You know what I'm saying? So our best bet this year, bro, is just go out there and play hard football. You know what I'm saying? Start off fast and finish strong. That's all we could do. And just play as a team. That's the best thing we could do. Hold each other accountable. That's the only way we could be great.
How different do you personally feel right now compared to this time last year? Obviously, you didn't have hardly a camp. You had all this stuff going on. Going into this first game versus going into the first
Mentally or physically?
Both.
Both. Physically, I'm not as fresh as I was. Okay. Mentally, it's not as. Let's just say it's not a distraction anymore. Let's just say that for me or just for the team, just making myself limited.
Do you feel like the sense of calm has been helpful for you this year? Like, do you feel like you're in a better headspace in general entering the year because of that?
I think I'm in a better headspace because I don't have to deal with it no more. But that's the only thing that really gets you out of your headspace. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm fine, man. I feel perfectly fine. I'm happy to be at practice. Happy to be back around the guys. So, yeah.
What's it like going up against Denzel this week?
Gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Always a good matchup with him. One of the top guys in the league. Always know that. You just got to be on your game with him. So, I always like that matchup.
When you have an elite corner, I know you got Sertan on the schedule later on this year. When you have an elite corner and you know a guy who's probably at your level, how does that change kind of your prep work going into the week, knowing you've got somebody who can actually go toe-to-toe with you?
I prep the same every week. I don't prep differently for another person just because they're better. But, I always pay more attention to technique and the small details on film.
Denzel said he was going to text Joe Burrow to target him a lot in this game. Do you like hearing that from a competitor you're going to go up against?
If I'm being honest, it's the first time I've ever heard him say anything like that. I've been here for, 5 years now? He's going to get his opportunities. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on. So I'm pretty sure he'll be ready.
Is it friendly banter with you guys, or does it get pretty heated between you and him?
The first time him ever talking to me in the game was last year, and I turned around and said, "What the hell?" So yeah, I don't never hear him say nothing. Yeah.
Do you wish he'd talk a little bit more?
I mean, yeah, trash talking is fun. That's why I like doing it.
To that point, Cam Taylor-Britt said that last year talking too much got him in trouble. You had to go up against Cam a number of times this offseason during training camp. How have you seen Cam rebound from the year that he had last year?
It's hard to say right now because going against me is a little not. Well, that sounds a little cocky, but just going against the receivers he has at practice is a little more different than game because there's a different game plan against me and T than other receivers sometimes. But overall, he's always looking to get better, always asking questions, always trying to find a way to improve himself, and I always like that.
Is there anything different that you've noticed this camp in comparison to previous camps of the secondary and just their readiness for week one this year?
Yeah, actually, good question. I feel like this year's camp, for me, to my knowledge, I just feel like it's been more competitive than most camps for me. Just with the defense, the DBs, just I don't know why, but this camp felt a little more like that.
Do you think that'll translate well against going up against other teams and not just you?
I expect that. Yeah.
Do you feel like that comes from the way that camp was set up in any way, or do you think that's more of something like with the guys in the locker room?
How was camp set up?
Well, I guess
I'm trying to figure
well,
out.
no, I understand. Like, do you think that the coaches intentionally set it up to be more competitive in some way?
No. No. I mean, they can make it competitive, but it's not up to them making it competitive. It's up to the players at the end of the day. Like, we have to be competitive to make it competitive. You know what I'm saying? We have to trash talk to make each other push each other. That's the only way it happens.
Who's the best trash talker on the team?
Me or Trey?
There were a couple days I thought you and Jordan Battle might actually get into it out there.
No, it wasn't even close. No, it wasn't him. No.
You, as a captain now, as a leadership group, have to have a conversation with the team. Obviously, you guys enter this game on paper. You guys look to be the better team in most areas. But last year, it was kind of a similar situation where you guys were heavy favorites heading into the New England game. And that game, you could argue, played a big role in you guys not making the postseason. Do you guys have to have another conversation about the importance of not taking a game lightly and how important this game might be down the stretch, or is it just kind of assumed?
My first year as captain, I know I won't be talking to the guys. I'm not really that much of a talker, but I'm sure someone will talk. And it's not really like a talk for us to get for the game and expect this X, Y, Z, and the third. It's more like go out here and be accountable. Hold yourself accountable, hold your teammates accountable, push each other, more of that nature, not really what we got to do.
Troy was saying, I think over the off season, I think he kind of urged you to be a little more
Vocal.
And obviously you did, battle and all that stuff. Do you think that's why when you became the captain? I mean, is it just, you've always been kind of, you're an alpha guy anyway. So I mean,
I know what you mean.
Does the title matter?
I know what you're saying. Maybe that could have been coming into play. Maybe that could have been it. I was probably talking a little more trash during camp this year, so maybe that could be it. Who knows though? I'm just out there trying to push the guys to be better, man. And what's not better than going against one of the best in the league?
I know there's obviously no such thing as a must-win game unless it's an elimination game. But does this feel as close to a must-win game given everything that y'all have riding on this week?
Every game is a must-win game. You don't just wake up and pick a game you say and just say we got to win it. So every game. So that says a lot. First game.
Is that the earliest must-win game question you've ever been asked? September 4th.
Yes. Yes. I think we must win every game, but apparently.
I didn't say it was a must-win game. I say.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the relationship like with you and Delpit?
Say it again.
With Grant Delpit, did y'all overlap at LSU? Was he too far before you?
No, same time.
What was your relationship like with him?
Me and him damn near cousins, if I'm being completely honest. So me and him always used to hang out. We always was around each other at LSU. That's why we get on the field and we talk trash to each other immediately. So it's always fun going against him, man. We know each other so well. So
It seems like I think we were listening to footage of him chirping y'all a little bit already. Are you surprised?
he's chirping already.
Yeah. He said it's gonna be a tough day for the y'all's offensive line. So that's you surprised?
Okay. Nice to know.
Joe said yesterday that it doesn't matter what type of training camp team you are, that you guys get paid for what you do on Sundays. Do you echo that same sentiment?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's what they do it for. You know what I'm saying? To make sure we're ready. They pay those guys because they are the top-notch guys. that makes the most plays, and they know how to handle themselves like a pro. So that's why they handle themselves like that.
You guys have a point to prove this year. Joe was asked that yesterday, and he said that the narrative of the team has changed, but overall, curious what you feel about the point that this team has to prove from the start.
I feel like every year is always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always a narrative, what we need to do, how we need to go. At the end of the day, we just got to focus on what we have in front of us, one game at a time. Just hold ourselves accountable. We know what it takes to get to the playoffs. We know to make them successful in a situation, and I think it's just playing man and then doubling sometimes. Maybe they do their little invert, but other than that, you know, they gonna stick with what they know. They always did.
Now that T doesn't have to deal with any of the contract stuff anymore, that's over and done with, how do you think that'll affect how he plays on the field this year?
Hopefully it's not a problem. Hopefully he just go out there and play football. Something that he loved to do as a kid.
What kind of camp do you think T had?
I mean, overall, we all had a good camp. I think this camp in general was a great camp for the team, not just an individual person. I think it was great for the team. Great focus, great effort for everybody. You know, so I feel like we all got better this year.
There's been so much talk about the tough starts to the seasons, 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. Are you able to put a finger on why that's been a problem in past years?
No, I can't really sit here and point out why. I mean, it's always it's football, man, and we in the best of the best.
Does anything feel different this year?
Really just how much, you know, I just like how we attacked in camp, if I'm being honest. I felt like camp was a little different for me. So I just felt like that was best for us. I felt like we had a lot of progress in camp that's going to help us go into the season. So hopefully it helps.
How do you
You
think
got the
Noah's
triple
going to
crown. You got the triple crown. You got the contract. Number 4 ranking in the top 100. What for you is there left to prove?
Super Bowl. That's really all I care about at the end of the day. Individual accolades, they gonna happen when you play at your best, and I just want to help my team get to the playoffs, win a Super Bowl, AFC North. So those are my goals, and you know, as much as I can help the team as possible, my individual accolades will take off itself.
Is this a team that can do that? This year's team?
Yeah, we was a team every year to do it, but you know, when you're in the NFL, man, everybody's good.
Jamar, in those moments when other teams try to take you and T out of the game, which of your offensive skill position guys do you think might be in really good opportunities to take advantage of?
Is this like a hint?
No.
And me giving away to the DBs? I don't know if I want to answer that.
I wasn't trying to put you in a bind.
You did, but I just say, like, you know, man, our tight ends, of course, you know, running backs, of course. We got some receivers that'll get open 1-on-1, that'll make plays, contested catches. So I believe in our guys that's gonna go out there and make a play whenever they're asked to.
Do you like the fact that the ball doesn't always have to go to the receivers anymore. I think maybe it's fair to say, maybe not, that a couple of years ago, if you and T weren't getting the ball, you guys weren't moving the ball as efficiently. Now, maybe not so much the case. Do you like that?
That's just an opinion.
You don't agree with me?
That's his opinion, man. That don't really. Y'all don't have a fact to that, okay? So it's just an opinion. But I like seeing Chase with the ball in his hands, man. Chase is an incredible runner. He's fast when he gets the ball in his hands. Same with Samaje. So, man, I mean, Mike G too, you know, and we got Noah too. So I'm excited to see what he can do with the ball in his hands. But just overall, just the guys, the amount of skilled players we have in the room to make a play, you know, they're there. They're ready.
What's your favorite part of game day, especially week 1?
The last moment walking out before we get called in the stadium is my favorite moment.
Like before you run out on the field?
Yeah. Just all the small things that, you know, just makes me happy of why I'm here.
What's it like opening on the road in a place like Cleveland and a crowd that you know is, you know?
As far as I can remember, every time we went to Cleveland, it wasn't good weather.
A couple of years ago, we had an opener up there, and you called them elves.
Mm-hmm.
When you do stuff like that, do you look back on that now with like regret, or do you just laugh at it?
I'm a troll, bro. I do stuff to troll. And I love it, though, because they think I'm serious the whole time.
Right.
So, but it's just funny, man. It's just small stuff like that. You got to have fun with it, man. You can't take everything we do so serious, man. Somebody got to have some fun with stuff like this, you know?
Jamar, you set a record every category, receiving record last year. Is there meat on the ball? I mean, how much better can you be?
100%. Always room to get better. Felt like I got better in camp. Felt like I got better this off season. Learning more as always. Getting moved around, doing new routes. So there's always more room to improve, man. There's always more stuff to learn. And, you know, with a quarterback like I have and another receiver like I have, so it's only gonna get better.
Y'all hang out with Chad today?
Yeah, we did. How you know?
He's been posting all about
Oh yeah.
Chad.
It's Chad. What was
you ever
that?
watch Chad tape at all? You ever watch him play?
Yeah.
What do you-
Good feet. Great feet. Great feet. Great hands. That's
What he-
always what I thought.
What do you have to say to y'all today?
Today, man, you know Chad all over, man. He just really just saying what's up, man. Coming back to see us. First thing Joe asked him when he seen him was his chain real? That was pretty funny. And then he said something about the Bengals bring him back to play on the 7th-man roster or something like that. I don't know what, man. Then he talked about, it was lunchtime. He asked me if I wanted to leave to go get McDonald's. He's all over, man. So
Was his chain real?
no comment. I don't know. I didn't pay attention hard enough to be like, damn, bro, that's fake. So I wasn't paying attention that hard.
The mere mention of his name put a big smile on your face. Does he just immediately put you in a good mood?
I mean, yeah, you could say that. He's somebody I always looked up to, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Always not patterned my game after him, but I always would watch him and admire what he does. As I got older, I had a chance to hang with him and, you know, just become more of a regular person with him, you know, hanging with him, becoming a friend with him. So small things like that, you know, just a fun guy to be around.
Thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
That was a little long today,
Thank you.
Emily.
Tighten it up.
There, 20 minutes, Emily.
We need to tighten it up.
How long that's going?
You kept answering.
20 minutes. And
1940.
Jesus, y'all got